let's talk about National Coming Out Day. I don't think I've ever done a coming out video, but I feel like it is time. Today is September the 12th or 11th, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at the last day to pay this Rent-A-Center bill. But today is September the, no girl, it's not September 11th. Today is October 11th. See where my mind is at? Today is National Coming Out Day. A day where we celebrate people that has been coming out. I don't know what's the hocus pocus with that. But I felt like it was necessary for me to do a coming out video. I've always talked about my growing up and, you know, me growing up being a black gay man and, you know, certain spaces and stuff. And how it is for me, like, how it was for me, you know, coming out and becoming comfortable in my sexuality. I came out back in 2002, I want to remember. I think I was like 15 years old. I knew in my spirit that I was gay. I knew when I was even, you know, young, I had an attraction that was for boys. And what's so funny, I did also have an attraction for women and girls. I had an attraction for women. Honestly, I did like older women. I had an attraction for girls as well when I was in elementary school. But I felt like I was attracted to girls and stuff because it was what I was supposed to do, and that was something that, you know, I was like, this was expected, like you're supposed to. I felt like it was almost peer pressure to like pretend and be like, I like girls and I like them and all that type of stuff. And I didn't see anything. I just didn't see anything with them. And my last girlfriend was in the 6th grade. Her name was Antoinette Poindexter. Girl, she has went to jail for scamming some man, and like, it's a whole nother conversation. But she was my girl. She was, you know, like pretty girl. You know, I call her Peaches. Child, I was so trash. I was so trash. But girl, I used to buy her cookies and lemonade and shit back when we was in 6th grade, back at Whitney Elementary School in Memphis, Tennessee. Honey, Antoinette was just so beautiful. Like it was just, I loved her. Then she had a crazy ass sister and stuff too. Both of them in jail, honestly. But back when I was going through puberty, I felt like attraction stronger for men. Like I felt like I wanted to be with a man. Like I wanted to, like I had attraction for men. And I think I actually had like a slight attraction for my neighbor. I felt like that he would, you know, he was cute, and I was like, girl, what is going on? What's the tea? Like I was like thinking about him and all that. So, you know, as I started to grow up and stuff, and I, you know, I started dibbling a little bit, and, you know, some porn and stuff, and I started watching. I was like, this ain't right. So, you know, I told some close friends that I was gay. The word got out, everything, and I just got comfortable. Now, some folks dragged me because when I was in 8th grade, I had a big crush on this girl named Charlena, and she was like, I wanted to be with her. Like Valentine's Day, I got her like a necklace and all types of stuff. Like I just went all out, roses, all that type of stuff. I think I was in the 8th grade, but then I just started to, like, you know, she didn't want me. She wanted the little hood dude. I can't even remember his name. I think he couldn't even read at that point. But you know, after that, I just got comfortable. I got really comfortable and confident in the 9th grade. And shout out to all my friends that went to Tradesman High School. Shout out to my former band director, Miss Simon, Miss Carrie Simon. Like, people like her, my other girl, Jessica Russell, like people like her, like just my cousin, Jasmine, which I haven't talked to her forever. Like, it was a lot of people that helped me in my coming out process. Like, it just made me comfortable. Now, when I told my mother that I was gay, shout out to London, she kind of just like, she wanted to kick me out. She's like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, she felt it was her fault. And I think a lot of parents have that mistaken thinking that it's their fault that their child is gay. Like, did I love them too much? Did I not let them, you know, experience masculine things? Like, it doesn't work like that. It's not your fault. Like, parents, it's not your fault at all. You have nothing to do with the way that your child views their people, like how they attracted to people. Like, you have nothing to do with that. Like, in most cases, like, girl, like, it doesn't work like that. Now, I will say my mother had a effect of what like me being attracted to girls at one point, but I felt like that, you know, that was the whole world. Like, and I feel like in this age now, we're letting children and we're letting our kids like grow up. I hope that we're like letting them like stop having this picture perfect thing of what we expect our child to be. We expect our baby to be, we expect our child to be doing this and that, and they might want to do something different. So my mother was not interested in that. She grew up in a religious home, so she wanted me to get out. She was like, I just need you to go, I just need you to go. And I felt like she was just trying to do that to scare me. And I feel like a lot of parents do that. Like they'll take something from you like that to make you change, because if you don't have anything to sleep in, you don't have no roof over your head, you can't eat, you can't survive, you might say, you know what, this shit might not be worth it. But at the same time, that's something you can never change. I pray and I pray. I said, God, just don't let me be gay. I stopped watching gay porn. Like, I was reading the Bible. I was doing all this stuff. I was just like, I'm not going to watch it. But then I started back watching it again because I was turned on by it. So I just said, you know what? I'm attracted to boys. Like, I'm attracted to boys. And I think I had my first boyfriend. I was like in the 9th grade or something. Did I have my first boyfriend? So in my process of coming out, I had a very close friend who was like, I guess, growing up and understanding his sexuality as well. Mr. Sauce, I'm not gonna call your name out, but he was very important to me. Like, he kind of protected me. He was older than me. My mama liked him, but she was like, girl, is he trying to get my son's booty? Like, what's his problem? Like, what's his tea? But he honestly was just trying to, like, to make sure I was good. So I remember the first conversation we had, he was like, I know what you like. Like, I said, what you mean you know what I like? He's like, I know what you like. I was like, what you mean, honey? And you know, I was in the band, and you know, he was like an important figure in the band, like he was known, and we just had conversation. We talked every night. We used to have a conversation. We used to talk, and he just made me feel comfortable. So I just started getting comfortable with my sexuality, and I just started owning it. I got bullied like hell in middle school. Matter of fact, I got to a couple of fights. Majority of my fights in high school was because someone called me the F word, and you know, people were calling me out and being gay, and I just was terrorized. I just went off. I choked the shit out of one in 7th grade, and I choked another one in the 8th grade, and I think I choked another one some I don't remember. But that's what it was like. One of them just like, he was spraying perfume on me. He was just making fun of me for being gay, and I just beat the dog shit out of him. They had to pull, the whole class had to pull me off. Matter of fact, it was twice. But like, everybody's coming out experience was bad. Like, it's like, I don't think it's going to be perfect for everybody, because even if people are not pressed about you being gay or you coming out, I think that it might beat you up. Like, you might feel like everybody else might be pressed, but you know, your folks be like, child, I knew it. What that woman said when she came in the door, like, she was like, girls, you ready? Like, shout out to her. Like, there are people like that are important in folks' lives, like, make a difference. Like, I felt like in school I was comfortable and I can be gay, but I felt bad because I felt like my mother was coming up there and she was seeing a different, like she was the only person that did not know that I was this comfortable. But eventually I just got more comfortable. Like, even now it's still a problem. Like, my father does not talk about it. It's like, just like, you know, he makes jokes about having grandkids and having a girlfriend. I feel like that's disrespectful, but I give him a pass because he's my father. But I get tired of giving him passes even for that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it so much. Like, I just don't ever see myself with being a woman. I just don't I don't even see myself having sex with a woman. Now, eating a cooch might be different because I'm interested in experiment, maybe a little bit because I'm like an oral pleaser. But overall, my coming out experience was a long journey. Now, there are some people that are not as privileged to come out. Like, some people need to do that to protect themselves, and some people do that to protect their image, and some other folks do that because they just like, hey, it's nobody's business. But I think that you have to find out what's right for you and what works for you. Now, I do say there are a couple of folks who say, you know, it's nobody's business, and I feel like they say that shit to just protect themselves, and that's bullshit. Like, I feel like when you say stuff like, you know, I keep it professional. No, because you have your coworkers are heterosexual. They have no problems with saying that they have a child and all that type of stuff, and they have a wife and kids. Like, that's not something that we're afforded. That's not a privilege that we have. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say that we should fall in. We can't do that. No, bitch, I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk about it. And I make sure that every job that I've ever worked, I made sure to say, hey, like, I'm gay. Like, I say it in so many ways. Like, I say, oh, he's handsome. Or I just make it known because I don't want them to say anything problematic and stupid. Then I'm going to beat your ass. No, I'm just playing. What was my best experience? I think it was just being able to be comfortable and talking about it. Like, I think me coming out at 15, 16 years old made me like very fucking comfortable. And like 20, 22, like, I just did not care. I just like, girl, what y'all gonna say? like I'm gay, you can't do shit. And like when I moved out my mother's and father's home, it's just like I can do the fuck I want to do. Like I'm paying my own bills, I'm taking care of this and that. It really does not matter what you think because I'm grown and I'm a homosexual black man. Like I'm just like almost in the lowest of the totem pole when it comes to privilege in this country. So I'm just like, girl, my experience was something different. Like, but I'm here for a reason, and I know for a fact that I cannot change who I am sexually attracted to. Like no matter what it is, like I feel like I'm supposed to be with a man, and that's nothing because nothing I was taught. I grew up in a two-parent home, and I had my father was in my life, and you know he provided and all that type of stuff, and I was like around a whole bunch of heterosexual men when I was growing up. Like I played fucking baseball, football, volleyball, all types of dumb shit. But at the same time, I still was attracted to men. So parents, this is for you. Don't feel like that you have something to do with your child. As long as you're providing them with love and caring and you looking out for them, that's the only thing that matters. You have nothing to do with their sexuality. You have nothing to do with their gender, all of that. And that even comes when it comes to being like trans and stuff. Like stop expecting your children to be something that you want them to be. Expect them to be something that they want to be. So that way, it doesn't matter like what they decide, what they feel, it won't bother you because ultimately it's up to them to decide what they want to be and what they want to be called. So that's important. But there's so much stuff we have to learn growing up in this world. We'll always be evolving and growing. I'm just so appreciative and feel so privileged to be here because I know a lot of people that were queer, bisexual, trans growing up, you know, just say I'm tired. And I can understand that several times. Like sometimes even now I'm like, I'm tired, I don't see the purpose of this. And I always say, girl, child, there's no way that God is a woman because a woman would not have all this trash shit going on. It has to be a man that created this stuff and say, okay, all this shit is fucked. Let me move on to another marriage. But y'all understand what I'm saying. But I'm just glad to be here. Be queer, be gay, be everything that I want to be, everything that I chose, and just be able to be comfortable. Because I chose to be comfortable with my sexuality because I was privileged enough to. A lot of people are not, but I didn't choose my sexuality. I'm here, and I'm going to be here all the time in my own skin, in my own sexuality, in my own identity, and no one can take that away from me. So that is my coming out. I'll probably talk about it a little bit more, but a lot of people who have been following the channel for a minute understand like my growing, my upbringing, and how I, you know, became who I am today, and you know, all about my coming out story. So, but I gave it to y'all. So tell me what you think about my story. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.